What's the best PRN logic you have ever seen? Mine will always be where it's a bunch of straight dudes sitting in a room bored and playing video games, watching a game or whatever. And they're so bored they just decide to all start f***ing each other. I mean, I've been in this exact situation in rooms filled with completely out of the closet gay men. And we never got so bored we just decided to gangbang out of nowhere. So I have a hard time believing any straight men are doing that. Either that. There is a Japanese PRN about a husband gets trapped in a time loop. A regular day. He goes to work but then he realizes he has left something at home. He goes back and sees his wife cheating on him with another man. They are obviously doing that. The husband dies. But he wakes up on the same day. He goes to work again and decides to go home earlier this time. Somewhere there the wife is doing with another man. The husband dies again. He wakes up the same day. Now he decides not to work. His wife still manages to do it with another man. Dies and wakes up. I think once he tries to do it with his wife. But still dies. Basically he tries to break the loop and not have his wife cheated on him. Very complicated. Can't remember what happens in the end. Put stick inside her. I feel something poking me him. No, it's nothing. Huh? Must have been the wind. Guy fixes woman's pool. She invites him to come inside. The dude FCKs her then and there and finished in her. She does a surprised Pikachu face and says I didn't mean it like that. Some woman was acting like she was baking cookies. She just smashed flour and water together under a rolling pin before taking store-bought cookies out of the oven. Worst part is that once the actual PRN started she threw the flour all over her vagina. It killed my mood to see such carelessness and a blatant disregard for the art of baking. Okay. There is this lesbian PRN about two roommates who discover that they both have a date with the same dude at the same time and just decide to stay home and have sex with each other instead. All I could think about was this guy seriously wanting to date both girls at literally the same time. Did he plan to use the old switcheroo? Wait. I have to use the restroom real quick. Sprints to the second date and spends a few minutes there. Excuse me for a moment. Guy 1. Stick in popcorn. Guy 2. Grabs some popcorn dude. Is that your dick? Guy 1. No. It's cock bar and I mean popcorn. So a guy and a girl have been chatting on MySpace. This was a while ago. The girl calls him to say that she has a free house and that he should come over. The dude arrives. But he doesn't recognize the girl. She gets down on the bed and looks up at him. But he still doesn't recognize her. The dude finally realizes that it is the same girl from the photo when he climbs a ladder and looks down at her sitting on the bed. It turns out that all of the pictures he had seen of her were taken in the duck face style. So he only knows what she looks like looking up at the camera. She then starts sucking the guy off while he is sitting on the ladder and the action carries on from there. Girl A is looking for something under her bed. Gets stuck. Girl B crawls under there to help. Gets stuck. Guy walks by and is asked to help but can't lift the bed. So girl A asks for some sex. Girl B gets excited and asks for some too. Guy is now able to lift bed with boner. A technician fumbling around with a Phillips head screwdriver. Trying to tighten a hex head bolt. Instant turn off. Dude can't even handle his bolt and we about to see him nut. Your fully grown adult stepsister will do literally anything as long as you don't tell your parents that you walked in on her masturbating. She also gets stuck in washing machines a lot. The one where the dude needs to hide so he just puts a lampshade on his head and stands there. You have to learn how to suck an FCK so you don't become a SLT. I saw a scene once where the guy asked the girl if she was going to join in for a three-way and her logic was sure. Stick and girl while she's doing laundry. Oh sorry, that's my phone. Peeping Tom gets punished with sex. Gasp. A burglar. How dare you break into my house? I'll teach you. The girl needed to pee. So she walked into a random house and found a bathroom with no toilet. Only a dude in a bathtub who told her to wee into the bathtub. What the hell? So get this. The dog walker, the girl, loses the dog. Goes back to the house to tell the owner. And the owner said something along the lines of, "You are my dog now, Mayo." The actual F-King dog was never seen or mentioned again. Why the owner doesn't care. He still has a dog. What do you mean? The oblivious roommate who is playing video games while her roommate gets railed. To be honest, if my roommates were doing that, I would just ignore them. Just put my headphones on. Leaving doors unlocked while showering or masturbating. Yeah, I don't understand this. Personally, I live with my parents, and the way I secure myself before doing anything of the kind is such that even if a world emergency was declared and SEAL Team 6 was to converge on my room, the time it would take them to break through would be enough for me to make my room look like the inside of a church. The one where step bro is helping his stepsister correct her golf swing by stabilizing her torso by using his penis as an anchor inside her so she can get better at golf. As always, she really needs it and only he can help her. I wish I knew what it was. So this barely legal 27-year-old is in the shower. Older dude walks in and she asks him with the FCK he's doing in her bathroom. Dude says he's a poker buddy of her dad's and he needs to take a shitty. She reluctantly says okay, and he takes off his pants and underwear and sits down on the toilet. He gets up, walks over to the shower door and starts just jerking off while making the stupidest faces. She freaks out and asks him again what the FCK he's doing. He responds that her father told him to make himself at home and ask his daughter if he needs anything. He needs a blowjob. She says something like, "Well, if my dad said to take care of you, guess I should take care of you." 15 minutes go by and they've FK'd everywhere in the bathroom. Dude says he's getting close. Pulls out and starts to finish on her. But what starts out as a moan ends up in the loudest guttural battle cry I've ever heard. Ooh h h h h h h h h h h h h h. It was the funniest PRN I've ever seen. But can't find it for the life of me. I saw a scene where a nurse kicked her patient down the stairs because he said he didn't need her help for his broken leg. I couldn't whack it anymore after watching it because I couldn't stop laughing. Mother Efka got her hand stuck in a couch. Skip the ht. I can't remember the conversation, but the stepmom was trying to coax her stepson into sex and was talking something along the lines of his sad having a big dick. Rest of convo is as follows. Stepmom, come on, just pull it out. You've got to have a big dick. It's in your genes. Stepson, these are shorts. I couldn't stop laughing and had to switch it over to a different video. Sorry, I don't have enough money for the ice cream man. Maybe I can pay in another way. You go straight from teen to MILF at around age 24. As far as I can tell, you either retire a teen SLT or live long enough to become a mature natural. One has a classroom with 4 people in it. The high school cheerleading team is 3 women in their late 20s. If you're an attractive woman and you're a little short on the pizza you ordered, that one doesn't even work anymore because these days you pay online before the order goes through. I suppose it could count as a tip though. Don't tell your mom. Mom. The sauna without any heat or steam. In other words, a sauna that isn't even in use and the girl's wearing 3 layers of makeup. You know. To casually grab a sauna. Oh. And if they are trying to create the illusion of a doctor's office, all you need to do is hang up one anatomy chart. Done. Special shout out to the prop guys who get yellow rubber dishwashing gloves for the doctor's office scenes. You. My adoptive brother. You FK'd my mom. You FK'd my sister. And you watched me masturbating. There is only one way to make this up to me. I wanna see you masturbate. Adoptive brother. Then take off your clothes. Girl. This was the only time I have ever gone to a PRN theater. The movie starts. A man has a broken down motorcycle on the side of the road. A woman pulls up. She says, "What's the problem?" He says, "There's something wrong with my spark plug." She says, "There's nothing wrong with your spark plug." And then they have sex on the motorcycle. But there clearly was something wrong with his spark plug since his motorcycle wasn't working. I started laughing hysterically. Man in the back row huffed loudly and left. I guess I ruined his immersion in the plot. I still sometimes say to my husband during sex, "There's nothing wrong with your spark plug," and then we giggle. It'll never get old. This was ages ago. We were watching the Blair Witch Project, but it was actually a lesbian, PRN parody that we were far too young to be watching. I remember we tuned in just as the line, "Oh my god, the scary ghosts are back. We have to get naked and have sex again," paraphrasing. But that was basically it. That shit haunts me. Burglar breaks into a house, the owner girls come by, girl 1. OMG, call the police, girl 2. Whispers, "Don't call the police, he has a dick," girl 1. My boyfriend just FK'd my best friend. As punishment he will now have to FCK both of us. Guy gropes a girl. She clearly doesn't want to be groped. She doesn't do anything but struggle a little. Guy stops. Girl looks scared a few seconds. Then goes back to do what she was doing like nothing happened. Rinse and repeat, but every time gets more intense. My mind. I swear. Plumber fixing her pipes. There once was a plumber named Lee who was plumbing a girl by the sea. Said she, "Stop your plumbing. I hear someone coming." Said the plumber. "Still plumbing. It's me. Mom, I do my own plumbing." No gay sex in front of a salad. Having sex in someone's kitchen isn't the problem. The problem is that you're f***ing right in front of her and her salad. Asterisk. Edit. Okay, seriously. The Wholesome Award? And gold. Stop boosting this dumb joke and spend that money on something worthwhile. Please. Gotta FCK those lemon stealing WH-res so they stop stealing your f***ing lemons. Getting stuck in the washing machine, then your brother comes in and decides to FCK you up the ass. If you rub harder, she comes faster. Just slap the shitty out of that genital area. Works every time. Setup. Woman. Looks 39. Is supposed to be 18, and her boyfriend, looks 18, are laying in bed. Woman wakes up and has to leave for school or something. Tells boyfriend to sneak out after she and her dad leave. Boyfriend is caught on the stairwell by woman's dad's best friend who happens to just be there for some reason. Dad's friend. You better not have been doing anything with her. She's my best friend's daughter and I'll do anything to protect her. Boyfriend. Open bracket. Dad's friend. Why don't you show me what you had her do to you? Boyfriend. Oh. Okay. Boyfriend goes down on dad's friend while daughter and dad are leaving. PRN. Plot twist after a few minutes. Dad comes back home and catches them. Dad. Well. Dad's friend. AWWEE. Sudden threesome. Friend finishes up and leaves. Dad continues with daughter's boyfriend. When a sudden plot twist. Boyfriend. Actually, I let myself get caught. Because I've always thought you were hot. Dad. It's not cheating if it's anal. This is a direct quote. My favorite. But I poop from there. Not right now. Front load washers are notoriously dangerous for getting stuck. Postman rings the doorbell. Woman just out of the shower. In a house coat. Opens. A package for Miss Smith. That's me. Do you have any identification? I'm in a house coat. I don't have my driver's license in it. Apostrophe. No. Of course not. Do you have any other way to hide yourself? Apostrophe. I can show you my PSSY. Apostrophe. But how will that help? Apostrophe. Do you really think that I have some other woman's PSSY between my legs? The one with, if I remember correctly, Lisa and where a guy is in a tub taking a bath and she enters the bathroom as a lifeguard. It's hilarious. Edit. Whoa. Who would ever think that my knowledge of a PRN movie would mean 14k uploads? Thanks to everyone. You wholesome PRN fans. This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub. I watched one where a girl got hit in the head with a tennis ball. Promptly lost all memories. And was convinced by her stepbrother that he was her boyfriend. Mind blowing. Wait. I'm not at the beach. This is a bathtub. Runner up. Red Riding Hood getting dicked down by the wolf. Only for the wolf to reveal himself as Skeletor. Uncle, I'm stuck on this tree with a broken leg. But first let's use this condom I found. There was one where a girl had her family over and the boyfriend was making a pizza the big sausage way. When he comes over with the pizza, his sausage is sticking out the front of the pizza, making the grandfather have a heart attack, and the family leaves to take the grandfather to the hospital. Family member is stuck. Better FCK them. Girl, you need a lifeguard. Guy, la die. This is AB at HTUB. Girl, I think we should have SX. Guy, confused, pause, okay. This chick's mom is about to walk in, so I'ma put a lampshade on my head and she'll think I'm a broken ornamental lamp and not a black dude. Well, my PRN is in written format rather than filmed and most of it is fanfic. I once read one that was basically, I don't like you. I don't like you either. Wanna FCK? Okay. Woman with her stepson stuck at a hotel due to a delayed flight. Stepson can't sleep, so he starts jerking off to relax. Stepmom. That's gross and inappropriate. I'll just suck your dick. So we can get it over with. Dot. Later. This isn't working. We better just FCK. Has to be done. We won't be able to get home to my husband and your father if you're tired. Found this old PRNO VHS years ago. Watching it, and these two girls are walking down a trail in the hills, probably California. They come across this dude in a breechcloth and full Native American headdress. Native dude. When girls. Aren't you supposed to say how native dude? Me know how. Most PRN categories aren't actually used to convey what the category actually mean. MILF is code for 25-30-year-olds. Note: being a mother is not a requirement. Guy needs a lifeguard to take a bath. I just caught my spouse cheating. And if I want to avoid divorce, I'd better let him or her keep doing it and be a willing participant in their Azul exploits. Brother. You showed my best friend your tits? Well, I'll tell mom if you don't show me too. Sister. Okay. Flashes. Brother. Well, I'm sure you showed him more than that. Sister. Well. This one's a classic in my country. Guy with mask enters a room with an electrical panel on the wall. Together with an lightly dressed woman. Girl. This is the electrical panel. Guy. Okay. But. Looks down. There's hay on the ground. Why is there hay on the ground? Girl. I don't know. Why do you wear a mask? Guy. Dot. Why don't you just blow me? Girl. Shrugs. Okay. Commence the blowing of the dong. Everyone in Germany knows this one. The guy was hired for his big member. But he was an amateur and didn't want to be recognized. So he insisted on wearing a mask during the entire shoot. The entire cast just went along with it. Two women are the only ones in attendance at a funeral. They sit next to each other and hug. To comfort each other. Seconds later. They begin making out. About a minute into the making out. They both turn and look at the camera and go. Give us a break. It's a PRNO. Unless her mouth is full. A woman in a PRN movie must repeatedly cry out. Oh my god. Fixed your broken bicycle. What? No money. Here. Suck a cock. nutting on her belly and putting it back and then calling it a creepy. Guy giving woman a massage is 5 minutes in. After feeling her up he finds some potted palm tree to sit on and starts reading Playboy with his cock out. Just probably the most confused I ever been. I'm stuck in the washing machine step bro. Jesus Christ. You're not stuck. Go to hotel, see a dick coming from the top part of the bunk, start sucking a stranger dick. Not even Christian whose dick is that. This is a private room. I saw this one where they were interviewing a girl about some guy she doesn't like. She said he called me a cocksucker. And I didn't like that. So I sucked his cock. Then the interviewer called her a cocksucker. You can probably guess what happened after that. Therius is a few gems among German PRN as well. The best is probably a woman in a locker room trying on a firefighter uniform. A firefighter comes in, accuses her of wanting to steal the uniform and drags her into the garage. He shouts out alarm, alarm, and 5 more firefighters come around the fire truck carrying a bed. Ridskolan 2, Swedish 4-horse riding school or whatever it's called. One of the trainers make a move on a girl with, roughly translated, I know why girls like horses. It's because of their massive DCKS. I also have a horse DCK. Wanna see? And then they make a lot of shagging.